Hello and welcome back to Z-Man ZDC. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Ferrum Forged Stinger. We're going to do a full review on this guy. I've had it for, I don't know, 2-3 weeks now. I've been carrying it, and it's time to talk about it with you guys and show you what I think of it. I'll tell you right now, it's a pretty positive review. I do like this knife quite a bit, and it carries fantastic in the pocket, so let's dig into it here. So, as you can see, I got the Tan G10, which I do plan to dye in the future, and I'll do a video on that as well when I do that. But it's got real good texture and grip to it, which I like. You got your Ferrum Forge pivot there, which I always think is kind of cool just because of the shape of it. The liners stand a little proud of the scales, but that's all right. This doesn't, I mean, they're chamfered nice, so it's not like it doesn't bite into it or anything. No rough edges, feels good. There is no lanyard hole, so sorry lanyard lovers. But you got some nice jimping on this backspacer. You can kind of feel it in the hand a little bit, not really. I mean, doesn't make a huge difference. And you got a deep carry pocket clip, and as you can see, just a little bit will stick up there, but not enough to really worry about. They did get that pocket clip screwed nice and recessed and flat in there, so that's fantastic. Yeah, pretty good retention on there. Yeah. I haven't noticed any hot spots with that pocket clip, so that's cool. Now let's zoom back just a little bit. There we go. That's better. All right. And then we got T8 pivot screw, T6 body screws. We got a little bit of a fuller on here, which some people say they can finger flick. I have not been able to myself. Maybe my tips of my fingers just aren't that tough yet. I don't know. But as far as, it's got the flipper tab, and as far as action, it's got a great detent, man. It snaps right out there, no problem. It's pretty hard to fail it. I mean, if you try hard enough, you can, but it's still, it's still locked up there. So, it's got fantastic snappy action on there. Shake shut, that's alright, and I don't expect every budget knife to be drop shutty. So then, got this nice kind of drop point blade, and then some Nitro V. You see there, yeah. Real thin behind the edge and real slicey. I love this thing. I've been using this thing for paper, cardboard, and it's been fantastic. I stropped it once just to kind of, just out of preventative maintenance, not really because it needed it, but it has been fantastic. I get the blade centering is freaking right on. The only downside of this that I've had myself so far is there's a little bit of pivot walk on it, so I've had to. At one point, I noticed a little bit of blade play, which it's solid right now, but I had to tighten that pivot back up just a tad. So I'm probably going to end up taking the pivot screw out and putting some blue Loctite on it just to make sure that it stays in the future. But that is the only problem that I've had with this particular knife. Other than that, I love this knife. I think it's fantastic. Great budget knife. It's usually just under $100. I got it on sale on National Knife Day for about $80, I think it was. So saved a little money on it. But I definitely, after getting this one, I do want to try some other Ferrum Forged knives because I am impressed with it. It's got a real thin profile, and it's just fantastic. It's super lightweight. But let's go ahead and do some comparisons for you. So we'll start off with the standard Para 3. And we'll zoom in a little bit on this. Oops, too much. There we go. Okay. And we got the Para 2. Right? So you can see it's pretty close. It's a little bit longer than the Para 3. The Para 2's got it quite a bit in the handle and about a 1/4 inch on the blade. Of course, the Stinger's got that nice forward finger choil, and I forgot to mention I do love a good finger choil. And we got the Benchmade bug out. One of my favorite carries, especially now they got those crossfade titanium scales on there. It's just changed the knife completely. But we'll talk about that in another video. So you can see it's right about the exact same size as the bug out. Pretty damn spot on. You're going to lose a little bit of cutting edge with that finger choil on the stinger, but pretty damn spot on as far as size reference. We got the Ontario Rat 2. A little bit shorter in the blade on the Rat 2. Handle looks right about the same, minus the choil. Well, they got a nice little flat spot on the Rat 2, so it's going to be about the same kind of grip. We got a couple more. We got the QSP Penguin. Once again, pretty darn close as far as overall size. It's got it a little bit on the handle, it looks like. Maybe just a tad hair on the blade, but pretty dang straight on close as far as size there. And then one of the crowd favorites is the Civivi Elementum. So the handle's definitely a little bit longer, probably about quarter-half inch there. And it looks like the blade, maybe an eighth of an inch, but not super long in the blade. So there's your comparisons. Let's go ahead and jump into some measurements. Man, I'm talking fast. I feel like I need to slow down. Sorry, guys. Just got off work and I got kind of a time crunch here. Okay, so we got about 4 inches overall on the handle. About 3 3¾ grip length. You got about let's say 3 3/4. That might be pushing it. Let's say 3½ blade length, and about right on 3 inch on the actual cutting edge. So I might be pushing it as far as being legal in some places. You know, they get those people with the technicalities and don't want to be nice about it. We'll grab the scale here. Get this guy turned on. Are we on ounces? Yes, we are. Perfect. 2.6. That's pretty darn light. Gotta like that. So overall, I love this thing, guys. It's a fantastic little knife. Great little slicer, real thin behind the edge. You got that lovely flat grind all the way up. Minus that little choil like there, but it doesn't really get in the way or anything that I've noticed. And it is just, I mean, the grip on it, back or forward, is fantastic for my hands. I have medium to large size hands, so you can take that as you will. But you can see I got room behind the pinky there a little bit. But yeah, definitely recommend this knife. If you haven't picked one up and tried one, give it a shot. If it's something you like aesthetically or are into. I know everybody's got their preferences, but I would recommend this to anybody that's interested in it. That being said, we're going to close this video out. You guys stay safe out there, stay sharp, and I'll catch you in the next one.